figured bring in a little part of our podcast.
I'm in.
Not a full movie, but I'm guessing you guys saw the this is also a sequel for The Last Time That I Was Here. You see the full trailer for Space Jam?
You know what? I actually have not.
You
but
haven't
I've
seen it?
1,001 tweets about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, going back, I don't know. LeBron James and I don't get along. I don't know.
Did you see it?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I
you
watched
guys
it,
talk about. I'll think about how much I dislike LeBron James, and you guys can.
Well, jump in because there's some things. Because one of the things that I heard somebody talk about, and it's interesting to bring up. Well, let's start right at the beginning. When the very first promotional photos for this came out, I was like, this movie was only made to make money in China.
Money. Yeah.
In China specifically, I think, because there's the one photo in particular where LeBron, excuse me, has this basketball, this like blue basketball like that, and that's something that you see in frickin' Dragon Ball Z and Naruto.
Yeah,
like anime style, like a blue ball of like fire or something. I feel like that's right up the alley.
That picture too. I was like, first off, something's up with his face. They must have really CGI'd him there or something. It just something looked off. He had lightning all around him. I mean, I get that they were trying to go for the like original movie where he stretches out his arm. So I'm guessing that's what they were going for. Just like, their own style.
Like with all no hate, but like what's the like catch? Like what does everybody love so much about Space Jam? Like why is it so great to people?
They're playing basketball.
Well, the soundtrack for that movie is unbelievable.
Amazing.
They had no idea what. Wait, shit. Yeah, they had no idea what the soundtrack. The soundtrack was like put in completely separate from the director, from like the whole editing process, and that's why it seems so out of place. That was some instances.
Iconic. Yeah,
is it like is it made for kids or is it something like?
Yeah, it was made.
Yeah, it was definitely made for kids.
I think it was just.
But it's
it
like
came out at that right time because. It came out when Jordan had already announced that he was coming back to the NBA after his hiatus.
Yep.
Talk about conspiracies.
Mm-hmm. And, it came out right before then. Yeah. So he had already said that he was going to come back.
Yeah.
And then the movie comes out. I think the movie came out probably after that season had already started.
Okay. Yeah. It was after.
Yeah.
But and I know, and Looney Tunes were like really big in that moment. Like,
okay.
Were they though in the 90s? Because I always felt like Space Jam is what
made them
so popular in that period. Because obviously they were big back in the day.
What year did it come out?
96.
Well, I do. Yeah. It was definitely like the perfect collaboration of like you have
That's
Michael
what it
Jordan,
sounds like to me. Like
you have the Looney Tunes,
and you can like Looney Tunes Back in Action came out.
Fuck that movie.
And they tried it, like they really made it seem like here's kind of the sequel to Space Jam, and that movie did not. It was that
movie's terrible.
Yeah,
never seen
that movie. Made me hate Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, that movie just.
Which now I'm kind of getting back on him because I liked that Doom Patrol. Did you watch that?
Oh, I haven't watched that yet.
It's not bad, but I thought he was really
the
cool.
Robot,
yeah,
right.
But yeah, that's a Looney Tunes Back in Action, horrendous movie. But Space Jam. It was, I think it was just that like Michael Jordan was so big and
I think it's just
like a
everything
classic, right?
Yeah,
like,
everything went right for it. Like there's never a point where you're like, it could have used this.
It was also so easy to make the merchandise for that movie.
Yeah,
like basically everything on screen you could sell.
Yeah.
And that's another big part of it
yeah.
too. You see so much. I bet you that'll be like a big.
I think that's the whole reason
summer.
why they're rebooting it is just to sell more stuff.
And
that movie, the merchandise on that the first
you have
one
you have a Bugs jersey, don't you?
No, I just have
you have the
Toon
shorts.
Squad shorts. Yeah,
you have the shorts.
I got the Bill Murray jersey.
That's a classic.
Yeah, and I remember there was a point where it was like just before the whole like people wearing the 90s nostalgia stuff was coming out, and I remember like talking to friends and being like, you know what? No one's got Space Jam stuff. I would love to wear like some Space Jam merch or something. And I like Googled it. There really wasn't much. And then, but I found like a shirt or something, and I bought it. And there were a ton of people were like, "Yo, what?" And like freaked out. All of a sudden, like 2 months later, all this nostalgia stuff hit, and Space Jam.
Every
was
darty ever
huge.
would
Oh
find at
my
least
God.
one
God,
Space Jam
yeah.
jersey. It was
It
guaranteed.
was wild.
But the other thing now is like, I know that they have a Looney Tunes show currently running on HBO Max that they made like specifically for that platform. But
Yeah.
I mean, how popular are the Looney Tunes really? And
But I think
does that even matter,
LeBron
though?
James is
No.
LeBron James.
Right.
that's true. But LeBron James, I feel like still is not Michael Jordan. Like as far as the impact that he had, like I even think like look at the whole landscape of players in the NBA. Like you have LeBron, but you also have like KD, you have Giannis,
Yep.
like Kawhi, people that there's a lot
Yeah,
of
but
guys that
those
people
are
go crazy
but,
for.
But I bet you think about this. As a basketball fan, yeah. But as like a regular person,
Not
you could
right.
probably like know they would probably not know who Kawhi is, but they would.
Yeah.
Everybody knows. Every single person knows who LeBron James is,
Yeah.
and that's the only thing that makes
Correct.
me want to not
Yes.
dislike him is that like for all the good that he's done and like how famous he is, to be like to have never really like gotten in trouble and shit like that. Like
Yeah.
I respect it. I still don't like him,
Yeah.
but I also like Blaze Pizza.
Do
Oh,
like
yeah,
Blaze
that's right.
Pizza. Blaze
And,
Pizza's pretty
and
good.
he,
Yeah.
he owns Blaze Pizza. So
Does he?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
well,
Thank you.
he
It's
like
great. We
it's
got it
like
last
hit
few
yeah.
days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did.
He
Yeah.
doesn't
Thanks,
like
LeBron.
he doesn't own the one that's on the boulevard. But
He's a franchisee. I think we're gonna start
Yeah,
opening a
he-
couple
yeah.
of Taco
Was
Bells,
he
guys.
not there when we went there? I thought I
he
saw
pops
him.
in every
Yeah.
he pops in. He pops in. Yeah. He pops in between that one and the one that's in Disney Springs. He goes back
Yeah.
and forth.
Nice.
Because isn't there a Blaze Pizza in Disney Springs? I'm pretty sure there is.
Oh, nice.
I have no idea.
I'm like 60% sure now. But I'm pretty sure there is.
But I get what you mean, though. Like, if to someone who's not a fan of basketball, they're gonna look at that and be like, "Yeah, of course it'd be LeBron James because he's Michael
That's
Jordan
true.
of this."
That's true.
Yeah.
Because when they first announced, "Yeah, we're gonna do a Space Jam 2," they didn't say with who yet.
Yeah, there
And
was
I was like-
speculation.
I was like, okay, it's gonna be either LeBron James. At the time, Kobe was alive, so I thought maybe Kobe,
Steph
R.I.P.
Curry.
Steph Curry. I really thought it was gonna be Blake Griffin.
I think there was.
That would've been
I actually
fun,
think
'cause
that.
he-
Yeah.
He did a. There was like a 20-year anniversary of Space Jam, and they did a
Table read. right?
table read,
Yeah.
and Blake Griffin played Michael Jordan.
That's
in it.
right.
Yeah.
And I feel like
Well, you are
Blake
a
Griffin.
big Blake Griffin
Yeah, I
fan
love
now,
Blake Griffin.
right?
Well, especially now that he's on
Yeah.
the Nets, but I liked him when he was on the Clippers
The
as
Clippers,
well
yeah.
back in the day. And like everybody else, I didn't really watch him when he played for Detroit,
Yeah.
which is unfortunate, but that's
Well,
just the way it was.
Yeah, but I mean, he started to go downhill as far as his play.
Yep, that's true. Not anymore though. Now he's on his way back to the top.